North Iron Man build. Episode 11.
Welcome to the Metal Earth Iron Man build video.
Part 78. Identify.
And here we are.
Part 78. Clip.
Episode 11. The last episode.
Part 78. Bend and assemble to part 76.
Yeah. What a long, strange trip it's been. Well, here we are. This is the bottom of the neck plate, a gold piece. Why not gold? Why not? Maybe they just ran out of red. And a fairly easy piece to bend and assemble to part 76. And of course, these large parts here have to be well secured because they're major connection joints.
Part 79. Identify.
Yes, take a look at this. Fairly large piece. The shoulders and chest and back. Nicely done, actually. A lot of the detail comes out on this part. And does stand out quite nicely.
Part 79. Clip.
Yeah, pretty much it for that piece of tin. Actually, it's steel, so there you
go. Part 79. Bend.
Alright, we'll just start the bend up here with the shoulders. And I just, of course, as you know, just like to use my hands to bend this up, keeping the chances of damaging the surfaces to a minimum. And just double checking here, proper shaping, but use your imagination. And with these, I just basically hold the part steady along the edge to make sure you have a good clean bend. But we'll use the handy Olfa knife, hobby knife, to bend these small tabs down for the what the heck was this thing called in Iron Man anyway? The reactor, the cyclone reactor. Well, it was in the plot line. He was able to build one in a cave.
Part 80. Clip.
Well, anyway, here is the last silver piece to put in. So there's an extra little circle in case you lost one, which I almost did, but managed to find it. Look at that.
Part 80. Assemble to part 79.
So we'll just drop that in, and looking like a green triangle connection. The 90-degree clockwise twist.
No more than a broken arrow.
Part 78. Assemble to part 79.
Alright, so taking a look at this, we'll be attaching the head assembly of Iron Man to its shoulder chest part. So, numerically speaking, part 78 assembly to part 79. So with this, I'll just
So the threat of Mordor.
take care of these
Middle
tabs
Earth
using
stands
my
upon the brink of
thumbnail,
destruction.
which is
None can escape it. We will unite,
fairly
or
easy
you
thing. This metal,
each race bound.
of course, bends fairly
One
easily
doom.
and allows itself
Long has my
much
father,
malleability.
Steward of Gondor, kept the forces of Mordor at bay. By the
Not that
blood
much.
of our people,
Don't get me
are
wrong.
your lands kept safe?
Sauron alone. It has no other master.
And what would a ranger know of this matter? This is no mere ranger.
He is Aragorn.
So there's always,
Son of Aragorn.
as you know, if you've built these, a little bit of fiddling, which I've spared you the effort with, but patience, and make sure those tabs, when the tabs line up, I noticed
Aragorn is right.
you are in the right configuration. If you have to struggle with those tabs to get them to fit into the slots too much, you know there's a shape that you're not quite getting right. So follow those instructions, look at the pictures, and I've tried my best and failed, but repaired. Anyway, this is looking good. I can tell here now that the chest looks fairly flat. You can get a better curvature in that, I think. But you'll see what I do to get that to happen using my pliers. Not bad. Look at that.
Part 81. Identify.
Alright, part 81.
Part 81. Clip. Part 81. Band.
You can see the score marks on the back side of this part that help in getting it to the right shape, to the right curve. And there you go. You can see that I've got it pretty close. More tweaking.
Part 82. Identify. Part 82. Clip. Part 82. Band and assemble to part 81.
And this is just a little gold highlight on the back. And yeah, I think it's fairly nice detailing and worth the effort. It's at the very end, part 82. Imagine that, 80 pieces. I mean, it's a lot of pieces. Yeah.
Part 83. Identify. Part 83. Clipped. Part 83. Bent and assembled to part 81.
Wow. Part 83. Look at that. That's a lot. It's a lot of talk for part 83. Anyway, there's part 83. Oh, you part 83. You get in there. You get all tabbed up.
Part 84 and 85. Identify. Part 84 and 85. Clipped.
There you go. Part 84 and 85. You want to know something? I'll tell you about it.
Part 84 and 85. Bent and assembled to part 81.
I'll tell you a little something about part 84 and part 85. They are the last parts you'll have to clip out for this Metal Earth Iron Man. So, woohoo! Goodbye. Metal sheets, you can throw them away now. Everything, if you've lost them. Anyway, these are all the parts. Everything's been cut out. Next thing you have to do here is just kind of once you get these little parts on, you can go ahead and start to assemble the major pieces you've worked on, which would be just the shoulder parts that fit onto the torso. And at this point, everybody, you should be thinking, wow, I'm nearing the completion of the most challenging builds. But I think at this point, no, this is not the most challenging. Most challenging for me, maybe. But for others, I know there are much more complex Metal Earth kits. So,
Part 79. Bent tabs.
and these little tiny flat parts happening here, you want to get those in. Kind of funny, I kind of looked at my model later on, a couple months later on from this build, and had noticed I had forgotten a few. You see where I'm bending these on the right? On the left side, I forgot to bend those, and just kind of... Anyway, they're bent now. Oh, I can see them. There they are. They're still sticking out. Anyway, it's okay. At this point, everybody's pretty much had enough of this build. I don't know how many hours. What's the fastest you could build this in? Oh, I don't know. You tell me. I know it took me 2 weeks of a couple hours a night. Not quite 2 weeks. A week. 7 nights. 7 hours. I think is a fair estimate for this one.
Part 79. Bent and assembled to part 81.
Just wiggle this part together. And, oh yeah, right. The hardest part about this was just getting those tabs connected because of access. So it's a little bit difficult here. I'm just trying to get those little flat parts to fit in nicely, aesthetically pleasing, and so those are just kind of trying to. This thing is, of course, a very rounded. So although flat in parts, I try my best to achieve kind of cylindrical shapes. So. There's a kind of a loose tab there on the shoulder neck plate there, but just trying to get that. Not sure if I had bent that the wrong way, but anyway, they fold in. That's better. Looking not too shabby.
Part 79 and 81. Assemble to part 35 and 39.
Lots of blue circle. Yeah, that's it. Okay, and here we have the final push. And quite honestly, you have what, 4 blue circle tab connections, which and looks like we're going to try to at least start the curvature of the sides around his chest. I see. Oh no, it's still working on the tabs there, but those connections, there you go, just bending it, shaping it, and yeah, if I'd never built one of these models before, I would be interested in how a person may put it together and work from there. Everybody builds these things their own way, so nice. For me, look at that. I'm happy with the way this has come out. Needle nose pliers come in handy. There we go. That's good. Good connection there. And we'll tighten those up on the back. So all that detail, all those little tiny parts along the back. I guess, why not? Sure. It's like jigsaw puzzles. Why so many parts? Well, why not? Is it to pass the time? Well, there is a little bit of fiddling with this to get those angles and edges to fit in nicely, but there you go. Getting it there, and you can still get access to the inside. I think I noticed the plate was not quite fitting properly. Anyway, Oh, there. I can see on the back. Anyway, we'll leave that for now. And, everybody, I just want to say thank you for watching any, if any, of the episodes of this series. I really hope it was of any benefit, if not just for purely entertainment purposes. Anyway. There it is. Thank you for watching The Metal Earth Iron Man build.